The Own Your Intuitive podcast is for the creatives, spiritual entrepreneurs, and light workers in the world. The shining ones who have been told to dim their light and stop believing in magic. I say screw that. The time to rise is now. To bring your gifts out into the world in a big way, creating a business that feeds your soul and your bank account. You are a magical being with the potential to change the world, one human at a time. The time for you to own your intuitive is now. Oh my goodness, magical humans. I have something really exciting to talk about today and to bring to your attention and to invite you into. So over the last few months have been really intense as I launched a new website, got super crystal clear on who I serve and why I'm serving them, dropped out of the business world, really focused on what I was put on this earth to do, which means I had to legitimately go into silence and stepped out of a couple masterminds, stopped asking for what people thought I would be great at or how I could do my business and all sorts of things. Because when you're in radio silence, you can hear your own voice. And in this beautiful space, I received a super amazing message. Sidebar is that I love being in masterminds and I love being in groups, and I totally appreciate everything every mentor has ever said to me. And I have mentors still, and I will still be part of masterminds. However, in this particular moment, I needed to catch my breath. I needed to just take 3.5 years of information and assimilate it and integrate it. And I mean, that's kind of what this past Mercury retrograde, new moon, full moon series has all been about. It was kind of like the accumulation of 2019 being a hella year, we'll say, for a lot of people, and embracing and releasing everything that was in order to step fully into what is. And so with that being said, in this radio silence came a super incredible, amazing group of people that I know that I want to collect and serve and offer information to and guide and support in every freaking way that I possibly can. And so starting today, you will be able to access a very special curated Facebook group if you fall under the category of, are you ready? Are you a rebel unicorn? That's what I'm saying. Rebel Unicorn is going live. It is going hard. It's going fast. It is becoming something like a little snowball at the top of the hill that just keeps rolling. Potentially maybe even a Rebel Unicorn live next year in 2020, maybe on June 5th and 6th, just ironing out some details. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying it's for real. But I wanted to find out what a Rebel Unicorn is so that you know whether this is a group that would be super spectacular, amazing, exactly what you've been looking for kind of space. So I want to just say that if you feel like a unicorn in a sea of very well-meaning but misguided horses, you may just be the right fit. Rebel unicorns are kind of the misfits of the group. We've never quite fit in. We do not enjoy being told what to do or the status quo. These checklists that everybody else was checking off, the ones that said go to school, get good grades, get the job, move up the corporate ladder, get married, all those kinds of things. Personally, as my own rebel unicorn, I didn't follow any of them. Not one check did I do. Now, you may have followed the checklist and realized that at some point you're like, this is definitely not my jam. How did I get here? Why am I here? There's something more in this world that I meant to be doing. So a rebel unicorn is here to swim upstream. But the most important thing a rebel unicorn is here to do is shift the vibration of the planet in some way, in some form, in some shape, because we are the change makers. We create the waves of transformation on every level possible. So for example, when I think rebel unicorn, I think about the mom or the dad who is staying at home and they're nurturing their child into their intuition. They're breaking them free from what everybody is teaching at school. They're willing to be the ones that are going to fight for a cause of a new generation and a new way of teaching our new generation. To me, that is a rebel unicorn. You may be a founder or a CEO of a company who is out in this world, completely shifting how we look at the environment or marriage or sex or, any form of education and business. And you're doing something that nobody else is doing. And sometimes it's a lonely, lonely place because of being a unicorn in a group of misguided horses is often a lonely place. If you are an author or a coach or somebody who is being guided by a force far greater than you to create something, to birth something, to write something that is unlike anybody else is doing, to raise the vibration of this earth, you are a rebel unicorn. We are the ones that are placed on this earth to act this season or this, time in our human bodies. And oftentimes we are affronted or confronted with people who don't understand what we're doing and why we're doing it. And it's uncomfortable in the sense that it just feels like we're often having to try and explain ourselves or to tell people what we're doing and they don't understand. What would it feel like? What would it feel like to be surrounded by other rebel unicorns, to know that you're not alone, to know that you have supports, and know that the greatest gift a rebel unicorn gives themselves is the capacity to do their own internal work so that they can show up in their mission more fully. And that's what I know that my particular role with the Rebel Unicorn is. I'm here to help you create the space to get into the shadows, to navigate that so that you can actually stand up more fully and more present with whatever it is that you're doing to change the earth. And sisters and brothers, I'm excited. I don't think I've been this excited in a really long time. Because I know when that knowing that, when you know kind of thing, and you're like, holy crap, this is the container and this is, the next phase of my being and my service and my mission. That's what Rebel Unicorns is all about. Can you even hear that name and not think, oh my God, that is so Tamara? How come she has not been, doing and working with Rebel Unicorns all this time, which, sidebar, I secretly have been. Almost all my clients are Rebel Unicorns. So we're disruptors. We're disruptors. We don't oftentimes can't work for other people because they're telling us how to do their thing, and it's usually following the status quo, and we're like, nope, I am uncomfortable. This isn't working for me. I've got to figure out a way to get out of here because I need to do it the way that I know I'm meant to do it. So are you a Rebel Unicorn? Does this resonate? Are you like, holy crap, how did she know that's my name? How did she know? Because that's how I felt when I said it. I was like, oh my God, I'm a Rebel Unicorn. And I was talking to a photographer about getting a photo shoot done for all of this stuff. And she's like, oh my God, I never do anything any other photographers are doing. And it's like, well, it takes a Rebel Unicorn to, shoot a Rebel Unicorn. Know what I'm saying? And so this is really exciting times. I'm jacked up, juiced up, ready to explode, to share, to create, to make waves, to change the frequency of the earth, to offer new opportunities, to offer new ways of service. And I know you guys are too. 2020 is going to be a big year. If this is the year that you're here to make waves and make a splash in whatever industry that you are in, even if you're at home, making the splash in the next generation. The link to join Rebel Unicorns is in the show notes. You just have to click it. There's a small little 3 questions to ensure that this is something that you want to be a part of. And let's start supporting in big, big ways and really allowing ourselves the space and the work to actually become the creators of these massive messages. So super jacked, super excited, cannot wait to bring more Rebel Unicorn magic to you so soon. All right, have a great day, you guys. If you've been listening to the Own Your Intuitive podcast and you know you are ready to step into your stardust and to shine your light out into this world, but you don't know what your stardust is and you don't know how to bust through your blocks, I would love to jump on a call to find out if the Chakra Business Academy is the perfect place for you to grow into your light worker self, to step into this world as a spiritual entrepreneur, making a difference and making an impact. If you're interested, you can go to tamaraarnold.ca/application and we'll be on a call in no time, and you'll be taking steps into stepping into your stardust and making an impact in the world with the exact purpose that you were put on this earth to do.